So Plosives, this is CBN MP here, and I'm here to talk about the 3 canon death system that the Dream SMP is based on. But first, hit the subscribe button, please. I'm at like 207 subscribers right now. Please, 207 is a stupid number. Can I get to at least 300 subs? Maybe 4, maybe 10, maybe 15,000 subs. I don't know. Just hit the subscribe button. We'll see how the numbers go up. And maybe I'll make more videos like this. Who knows? What's a 3 canon life system? I'm glad you asked, Timmy. In case you don't know, here's a quick rundown of what a canon life is. Every time someone's death on the server is plot relevant, it's called a canon life. Everyone gets 3 with the exception of Ninja Minecraft, who gets 1 because he usually plays hardcore mode. The 3 canon life system concept was first introduced to legitimize death on the server, based on a Reddit post. Yes, a Reddit post. Wilbur just said, I like this, and the next thing you know, it's plot relevant. A Reddit post! When the canon death theory first came around on Reddit, the author himself said that the viewer gets to decide what's canon and what's not, something no one seemed to take into consideration. I mean, seriously, no one took it seriously. If you're gonna copy a concept, at least copy the entire concept. What the hell? Currently, there are many versions of what a canon death is. Wilbur's Dreams, the Reddit user who came up with this, the wiki, the fans, and oh boy, there are loads. Willo's version is the best clarified and the most explained since he made an entire list on Reddit. But since he's no longer a writer, these deaths don't even count anymore. He messed up a little here and there, but all in all, it makes sense. It's good. But it's supposed to make sense. He came up with the concept, and this was just in the early stages of the SMP. It wasn't as complicated as it is now. For its time, it makes sense. Here's when it gets fuzzy. Dream unleashed a whole bunch of tweets about what's canon and what's not, and it really changed things. A lot of deaths that are no longer canon, even though in the beginning they were supposed to be. Even when they were scripted, like Tommy killing Dream with a minecart, which literally started a damn war. How is that not canon? Not to mention the fact that Dream literally had to kill himself. And so it clearly shows that those deaths were planned, which means his entire argument about planned deaths makes no sense. Basically, Dream's being really conservative about what counts as a canon death and what doesn't, which makes sense because it's his server and he doesn't want it to end. It's doing really well and it's peaking viewers every day, and it'd be a shame if Dream SMP ended. So he wants canon deaths to be less permanent. Wait, wasn't that what this system originally was for? Now, I'm not here to tell you what's canon and what's not because I'm gonna be honest, I don't have any idea myself. That's what this video was originally supposed to be, and I tried to wrap my head around it, but it made no sense, and I gave up because the entire system is built around a stupid idea on a Reddit post, and the more they try to make sense of it, the stupider it gets. The canon death system was introduced to make deaths legitimate, so deaths aren't just a, you can just respawn thing, right? But that's just in the beginning. Currently, the Dream SMP is nowhere close to ending. What this 3 canon life system does is make plot relevant characters temporary, and the characters that don't participate in the plot as much basically immortal. George Not Found just has to continue sleeping through events in order to just never die. He's basically immortal at this point. Look at the people with 3 lives in this list here. Most of them barely participate in the plot of the Dream SMP, and some of them aren't even online as much. Yet they are the ones who are going to be here when Dream and Tommy and Tubbo, who are all on the server nearly regularly and bring in the views, are dead. They are all on 1 canon life left already. The most important characters are nearly dead. Does that make sense? Does that seem fair? Not to mention the fact that the canon life theory, which was, again, introduced to legitimize death on the server, has done nothing to establish permanence of death. Jack Manifold somehow canonically went to hell and came back with all his lives, and Wilbur is going to be revived soon anyway, and apparently Dream can revive anyone he wants to, so it's worthless. The entire system is worthless. Let me bring you guys back to the main point. The fact that due to this rightfully conservative nature of Dream not assigning canon deaths to plot relevant aspects of the story, like George's death, which was clearly plot relevant as Technoblade, and Anarchist killing a literal monarch somehow not being canon, makes no sense. Gislat and Quackity and the many deaths by Technoblade during the festival also clearly set a precedent for his character and developed it. And they're no longer counted as canon. Why? No idea. Everyone saw it happen in a well-established canon moment of Tubbo's death. Why don't they die? Why? They were killed in the same strike of the crossbow. Why don't their deaths count? I mean, Technoblade made an epic speech at the end of L'Manberg before killing Tommy, and what does he have to show for it? Nothing! In fact, let's just look at the Doomsday War, the end of L'Manberg. They destroyed an entire country with TNT and withers and whatnot. And what does Techno have to show for it? Absolutely nothing. None of the deaths in that are canon, which makes no sense. I mean, look at this really cool video that I made showing all the rampage that Technoblade unleashed, and what does he have to show for it? Nothing. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. It makes no sense. This is just the start though. As the SMP grows and more people join, more people will die. It's going to get so much more confusing. So many people will die and so many people will lose canon lives, and so many of them won't get counted because the character is good. I mean, Tommy and Tubbo and Dream all basically have plot armor at this point, because they're not gonna die. They bring in the viewers. Listen, there's a lot wrong with the 3 canon life system. I mean, first there's the entire confusion of what's canon and what's not, and how it keeps changing. Second, it makes plot relevant characters more susceptible to death while unimportant characters don't die. Third, revivals make death permanence a waste anyway. Fourth, people keep going back and changing what's canon. Fifth, it eliminates the suddenness of death and the unpredictability that drives it. Seventh, was that 7-3? Sixth, you know exactly when someone will die for good, because someone with 3 canon lives isn't gonna die for good in one go, while someone with 1 canon life might. And a 7th, important characters like Tommy and Tubbo and Dream have plot protection. All in all, it's a broken system, guys. Admit it, it's a broken system, and it was a temporary solution. It was never meant to be taken as seriously as it has been, and it's just the more you try to pull, the more you try to make sense of it all. As I said earlier, the more you try to make sense of it all, it's gonna break even further, and it's gonna get so much worse as people come and the SMP grows and more plot happens. It's just gonna get so much worse. There's a solution to all of this. Go back to the old days. Go back to how it was before the system came around. Before the 3 canon life system. The 3 canon life system came around after the first canon permanent death. That was Jay Schlatt's death. After that, this system came around, which means that there was concept of death before concept of canon death. You know what that means? That means that canon deaths were never relevant in the first place, that they established the permanence of death before they had to come up with the stupid system to justify it. Go back to the old system. Maybe you have the opportunity here. I mean, they do have the opportunity here. They can just ask. Dream already said that he knows how to revive people. Maybe he can influence what's canon and what's not, and therefore use this influence that he has on others to change the 3 canon life concept. Maybe just make everyone in the server forget about it, and forget that there was ever such a concept in the first place. It makes no sense. It's gonna change a little bit, but so far the system doesn't seem stable anyway. This is the safest and the smartest option to get out of all of that, and it's the only viable option they have left. They shouldn't have picked this in the first place, but now that they have, just implement this. Anyway, that's been my little rant. Thank you for watching. If you watched it this far, then you probably really like my content, because I've been rambling for quite a bit. This is gonna take a serious amount of time to edit. If you've been watching for this far, just hit that subscribe button, please. I want to grow this channel. Thank you for watching, and hope you enjoyed this is such old Call of Duty commentary. Hope you enjoyed this, and goodbye. Please subscribe, seriously.